incomplete without its members. The same way, present continuous tense is incomplete without these two, helping verb plus verb and ing with it, because it's incomplete without these two. These are the very important pillars of present continuous tense. If you forget to write any of these, it becomes incorrect, or you can say incomplete. So if you have forgotten to write is and you have written the continuous form of the verb, even though it's wrong, and if you have written is but you have forgotten to add ing with the verb, then also it is incorrect. So you have to keep this in mind while writing and while converting it into the present continuous tense. Now these charts will help you to understand the structure of present continuous tense, how we use it in the affirmative and negative forms of the sentences. Now with the help of this chart, you can understand the use of the subject with the helping verb and the continuous form of the verb. Now I has only one friend, that is am. I am playing. You are playing. We are playing. And these are the short forms of am, are and is. Apostrophe m, apostrophe re and apostrophe s. Now affirmative, as we all know that it's the positive form we generally use to express the validity or truth. And negative generally we use when there is a falsity in the sentence. That means whenever we find this not in a sentence, no in a sentence, that means that sentence is negative. Like I am not playing, you are not playing, they are not playing, we are not playing, he is not playing. So we can make, you can take any action and you add ing with it and that sentence becomes affirmative. And if you add not with it, it becomes negative sentence. You can take write, I am writing, you are writing, he is writing. You can take here, I am not writing, you are not writing. So it becomes negative. Have a look on this spelling rules. For most verbs, we generally add ing with it to make it the continuous form of the verb. Like do, doing, wear, wearing, jump, jumping, speak, speaking, laugh, laughing. And for verbs that ends in e, we omit the e and add ing with it, like make, making, ride, riding. For verbs that ends in ie, change ie to y and add ing with it, like lie, lying, tie, tying. This tie is when you tie the knot of your shoes. This is not that tie which you wear. So remember this. This is the verb. For one syllable verbs that ends in vowel plus consonant, except W, X or Y. Then we double the consonants and add ing with it, like sit. Here in sit you can see that it has one vowel and one consonant T. So we double the consonant T here, it becomes sitting. The same way knit, knitting, mop, mopping, mopping. So this is how we change the verbs into continuous form of the verbs. That is the fourth form of the verb. So here are a few more examples of verb plus ing that we call the fourth form of the verb. Now sleep plus ing becomes sleeping. The same way bite plus ing, as this rule we have already discussed in the previous slide, that whenever it ends with e, we omit the e, we cut this e and it becomes biting. The third one is shop plus ing, as it ends with one vowel letter and one consonant letter. So we double the consonant letter, that is P. We double the P. So it becomes shopping. Till now you have learned the structure of present continuous tense and how to change the verbs into continuous form of it. Now here you can see in the example that she wears beautiful earrings. This sentence is given in the simple present tense. And if you want to convert it into the present continuous tense, now how you can change it? How you can convert it? Now you know that to convert it into the present continuous, two pillars are the helping verb and adding ing with it. Now here, as we have added s with it to make it simple present tense with the singular subject. But when you convert it into the present continuous form, you have to remember one thing, that we add ing with the root word, not with s or es term, because wearing is no word. We have to omit this s and then add ing with it. So it becomes wearing. She is wearing beautiful earrings. So this is the correct form. It rains heavily. Now here you can see, now when we convert it into the present continuous tense, it becomes it is raining heavily, as it again a singular subject. So we add is helping verb with it, and with rains, now we omit the s and add ing with it, and it becomes raining. Now third one is they have a good time. Now as the rule number 2 says that when a verb ends with e, we omit the e and add ing with it, that it becomes the continuous form of it. So they is a plural term, so we add are helping verb with it. They are having a good time. Kate studies. Again es term, ies term, so we replace this and we'll write Kate is studying. We walk to school. We, plural term, so we use we are walking to school. So this is how we can convert this into present continuous. Children, if somebody asks you a question that what are you doing, how will you answer it? The way it is being asked, you have to answer accordingly. Now are is used in present tense and the verb doing, as the verb is telling you that it is in continuation. So this question is in the present continuous tense. So how will you answer? You can answer that I am writing. If not, you can say I am not writing. Now what is he doing? He is chatting, or you can say he is not chatting, he is working on computer. So as per your answers you can give. Now what is he doing? You can say that he is fishing. And what are they doing? They are playing. Now what's happening in the kitchen? You can see there is a picture. There are three people in the kitchen. The man with white hair sit at the table. Now here one example has been done for you. With the help of this, you have to tell me what comes next. Now you know that we are talking about the man with the white hair. So here we'll use the helping verb is, because our subject is singular, and as sit is ending with a vowel and a consonant, so we double the consonant letter. So it becomes sitting. So is sitting at the table. He dash. Now helping word is wear. The verb is given wear. So he is the singular subject. So we add which helping verb here? Is wearing a white shirt and a green apron. He dash put the food on the plate. Now put is given here as the helping word. So what you have to do? You have to add the helping verb plus ing here. So what will come is putting the food on the plates. The other man and the woman dash next to the cupboard. Now the helping word is given stand, and as we are talking about more than one people here, the other man and the woman. So that means which helping verb is going to come here? Are standing. They dash prepare food. Now here the word that is given is prepare and is ending with E. So we omit the E and what we are going to write? They are preparing food. Fill in the blanks with shine, try, drink, use. Now, how can we use present continuous tense in our day-to-day life? We can learn with the help of these two images. Can I take this pencil? Now, what this guy said? No, I'm sorry. I dash it. Now, out of these four, we can use this use because he must be using. That's why he said no. No, I'm sorry. I am using it. As the use ends with E, so we omit and we added ing with it. Now the second image, this man is asking, what are you doing? Now what he answered? I dash to repair the cassette player. Now out of this, shine, try, drink. Which one is the appropriate one? I am trying to repair the cassette player. This is how we can use the present continuous tense in a conversation. Now here are a few more questions for you, how we can answer it. Now in this picture, if I ask that are they dancing? Now how you can answer? They are dancing. This is affirmative. Suppose if it is false. Now how can you answer? They are not dancing. Now in the second image, you can see, is he eating pizza? It is up to you what you observe. You can say that he is not eating pizza, or you can say he is eating pizza, because I have taught you in both the ways how to make it affirmative and how to make it negative sentence. So in both the ways you can make it. Thank you, children. I hope you understood and use this present continuous tense in your day-to-day conversation.